Well, hello everybody. In today's episode, I'm going to be creating, or I guess narrating over this artwork that I've created and kind of just going into my thoughts. There's more than one thought that went through in making this, and kind of just the inspiration and figuring out of how to make this piece. And for any artists out there, or for anyone just curious, hopefully this gives you inspiration and you can go forth and create your own art, or start to dabble in art, or just feel inspired. So the motivation behind this piece was I created it for my teacher, and she's an artist, and we were talking about, I have this big picture behind me. It's a black and white photo. Hopefully I'll remember to put it in before I post this video. It's a black and white photo of this mountainscape, and it's got like a path going, or a road going straight toward in the center of the picture, and behind it you see this big like desert mountainscape or plateau mountainscape, and it's really pretty. And she talked about how she liked it, and then she also brought up it reminded her of, or maybe not reminded her, but the metaphor she used was, you see your end goal and you see the, where you want to be, and you have it all pictured out and everything, but then you have to look down and take the little steps to get there. So it, like, on the picture you see the road in front of you, you know the path you're going to go, and then it's got a little or decent moderate sized town at the base of the mountain, and it's just stepping stones to get up to where you want to be, and where you want to be is on that plateau and mountain range. So that was the inspiration for this piece. And when I spent some time, I didn't look too much at photos. In the very beginning of this video, you can probably see that I cut out and copied and pasted a couple inspirational designs for color palettes, and it's really brief though. Color palettes and how I wanted the mountain range to look, or the plateau range to look. And then I kind of just went from there. I didn't spend too much time thinking about it. And this is side tangent. What I've come to realize is we do stuff so intuitively, but we aren't naturally taught to follow those intuitive inspirations. So we get so caught up in our mind that we're constantly thinking. So in this piece, I tried to just follow the natural inspiration and allow whatever to come. And then I would take breaks in between and then go back and re-add to it when I felt like I need something else here, what needs to come or what needs to be added. And then after having a couple of people look at it, then re-looking at it myself, I started to add more and more. And this, side note on this, this piece probably took me about 12 hours-ish, give or take, which honestly isn't too bad for something like this. But, okay. Anyways, now moving on into the style and pattern and how I wanted everything to appear with color palettes. So I wanted to go after like that Arizona look when you're out in Sedona and you get to go look out and it's just this rusty red rock. It's not like a full rust, but it's, that red-brown semi-rust color. It's really pretty. And I wanted to capture that. So I picked out that color and I just made a couple shades of it, and then I got the inspiration to do a yellow sky. And with the yellow sky, it gives it more of this, it blends it in just a bit better, and it stays with a similar color palette, where I'm staying in this warm color palette and not everything is like this super vibrant tone, but it still speaks to you or pops out to the viewer. So the other thing when I was thinking about how do I do a mountain range or something with distance is when we spend time looking at our natural surroundings, we normally see what's in the far distance start to fade into a similar tone of the sky tone. So I just applied that idea and made sure the sky tone had, I made sure the sky tone blended in to the upper part of the mountain. Just give it that, like, I'm seeing this distance, I'm seeing this depth of it. As I was also working on this piece, I was going through, the thing that came up was like, I don't know if I want to have a path on here because it's kind of cool. Looks from the perspective that I made it is you're standing on another plateau or ledge looking out at the other side, and I was like, I'm not sure if I want to put a path on there, but the thing that kept coming back to me, and when I would ask my mom for a bit of help, help, because I was asking, because I wanted to just make sure I was on the right path for this and make sure it looked good and get someone else's thoughts, was going back to the beginning of you have to take the small steps to get to the big goal. And so for a long time, I wasn't wanting to put a road in here. And eventually I ended up putting a road in off to the right side. And that gives this idea that I know where I'm going. The path isn't going to be a straight path, but I can still get there. I can still, there's so much that is obtainable that I can't see yet, but I know where I'm going. And I thought that was kind of a cool idea and metaphor that after getting help, thinking about it a little more, it kind of came to me. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. I plan on putting some more content like this out, and I will see you guys in the next one.